Hi everyone, I'm Won Lee. This is the second lecture, Principles of Statistics. I explained about population and the sample. Sample is realized values from population, right? When we have a data set, sample, for any purpose, the sample values are nothing but a sequence of number. So we want to know characteristics of those values, right? Mean and standard deviation. I'm going to explain these two concepts precisely today. Okay, let's see characteristics of data, mean, standard deviation. Uh, Briefly understand the characteristics of the data set. One, representative value, which is mean, is needed. Everybody knows mean from childhood. So it is a simple concept. But additional value, additional thing is standard deviation. It is a little complicated that indicates how widely or narrowly the data is spread around the mean. Okay, this is say definition concept. Here, how to get standard deviation. It is an indicator how narrowly or widely the values in the dataset are spread around the mean. First, the difference from the mean for each value is referred to as deviation. Deviation is another statistics terminology. And after then, the squares average of skewed deviation is called variance. Okay, I will explain variance later with the example. That's maybe better than the some sentence. Then square root of variance is what you call standard deviation. So variance, after you get variance, then you calculate standard deviation. Let's see some example. Sample A consists of 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Sample B is 1, 5, 7, 9, 13. Okay, each sample has 5 numbers. Both sample A and the sample B have a mean 7. The mean of these 5 numbers is 7. Mean of these 5 numbers also 7. But we don't say those two samples A and B have the same characteristics because the degree of spread is different. As you see, the degree of spread is different. First, mean, average. It is simple. Everybody knows how to get mean, right? For sample A, average mean is 7. For sample B, mean average is 7, same. But they don't have same characteristics. Okay, why standard deviation are different? Let's consider sample x1, x2, xn like this. Standard deviation, how to get standard deviation. First, deviation is deviations are x1 minus x2, x2 minus x bar, x1 minus x bar, x2 minus x bar, xn minus x bar. There are n many deviations, right? So for sample A, deviation is 3 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 0, 9 minus 7, 11 minus 7. Those are deviation for sample A. Sample B, 1 sample B here, 1 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 9 minus 7, 13 minus 7 are deviations for sample B. Understand that? First, variance is calculated as the average of squares of deviations. First, squares of deviation, squares, right? And average of them. But note, it is divided by n minus 1, not n, even though it is, say, average, not n. N minus n divided by n minus n. That is variance. So here, let's see let's consider the unit of variance. If the sample values has some unit, say dollar, okay, then what is the unit of variance? The unit will be dollar square. These deviations are squared, so the unit of s square has a unit as dollar square. What is a dollar square unit? Nobody understands that kind of a unit. Okay, let's see next step. Variance. Variance. For sample A, deviations, 5 deviations average, even though they are 5 many, but divided by 5 minus 1. So SA squares is 10. For sample B, S squares will be 1 minus 7, 1 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 9 minus 7 square, 13 minus 7 square. Divided by what? 5 minus 1, n minus 1. That is 20. But these variances have unit dollar square. So we need to take out square. That's why deviation is, standard deviation is square root of s square. That is s, right? So square root of 10 is 3.16. Square root 20 is 4.47. What is the unit of a standard deviation? It's dollar. So we can compare the standard deviation 4.47, 3.16. This indicates the data in sample B is more widely dispersed, spread than the data in sample A, as much as 1.31. 4.47 minus 3.17, 1.31. I'm going to explain later what is the difference between variance and standard deviation. Why we use variance sometimes and use standard deviation sometimes. What is the difference between them? I'm going to explain later. Okay? Okay, here today. Thank you. Bye.